DUCE Media. Up to Something Podcast.
We back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Up to Something Podcast with your boy, Bill Bixby, a.k.a. King Ralph the First. You know, I don't do this without my brothers. I never did, never will. We ain't rocking like that. So let me get a shout out to my brothers, Trapper the God, and my brother Pablo, a.k.a. Trap.Teasy, a.k.a. the Supreme Being. Welcome back, everybody, man. We back. I just wanted to, give y'all a little something. We got a little, little special Sunday going on right now, man. So I decided to, get on and show some love, man. It's been a minute, man. Let y'all know we still here and we ain't going nowhere, man. We gonna do this whenever we feel like it. It don't matter how long it take. We can give you a little taste of here and there. You know what I mean? And I got a guest today, y'all. We pretty much a guest-driven show. After a while, we give it up for Lil Deuce. What up, Lil Deuce? How we living, baby?
You chilling.
You chilling?
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Always.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, if you don't know, Lil Deuce just happens to be my son, man. Yeah, that's my son. You know what I mean? He get his name because he be rapping, but he don't rap. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll figure that out, man. I try to give him motivation here and there. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll get, when we get on track, we gonna run the bitches off the rails, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start there. All right, Lil Deuce. Whenever we bring somebody on the show, as everybody should know, we gotta give them the rapid fire questions that are never rapid. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry about the rapid part. Just give your answer and make sure you're just authentic as possible. All right. First question. All right. If you were stranded on a desert island, give me 3 things that you would bring with you, to survive.
Alright. First things first. I'll begin a lighter. I gotta have a lighter for sure. Easy fires. We set up, because you already know you gotta cook food.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to mess with those sticks, because
Right.
it's gonna take way too long.
Okay, gotcha.
Next thing I'm gonna need, I say paper. A lot of paper. Paper can be used as a lot of things. Use it as like survival gear. If you like wrapping up a wound or something like that, you gotta just wet it and then wrap leaves around it, sticks, twigs, got that. And it's also could be used as burning. You need fire, you got paper that too.
Okay.
Next thing, I'm gonna need a bag. Because if I ever find something while I'm walking along trying to survive, I'm gonna need to put it somewhere. Gotta have storage.
Okay. All right, dude. All right, I like that. He gonna be dead, but you know what I mean? That's what he chooses. No weapons, no nothing. He don't want no weapons, nothing. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. All right, next question. What is the name of your first crush?
First crush? Emily. Oh yeah, I remember that.
What grade? Tell me a little bit about Emily.
I was way back, kindergarten type thing.
Okay, you've been okay. You've been at it for a minute. You've been trying to get at it for kindergarten.
For sure. It's always been on my mind, man.
Okay.
Trying to get to it.
All right, Emily, if you see this, Lil Deuce ain't got no girlfriend. I'm trying to figure out why, but hey, Emily, get at my boy. All right, question 3. All right, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Time manipulation. If you have the power of time, you can't make mistakes. If you do, just rewind it, go back. Perfect. Every time.
I like that one. Shit, I think he might be the first person to say that, actually. That's a good one. Okay. All right, if you were the leader of your own nation, give me the first rule that you would put in place to govern your nation. The number one, the most important rule that you would govern your nation with.
No, we do not support discrimination. Skin color. How you speak, you have a certain tone. We don't discriminate anything. Everyone is equal, no matter where you're from, how you look, how you dress yourself, how you walk. Everybody equal. We all stand for one thing.
Okay, what's the penalty, for breaking the number one rule?
Death.
God damn. They're gonna buy them goddamn rules, man. Shit. All right, man. Shit, straight to the guillotine.
Sure.
All right, man. Shit. I don't know what to say about that one, man. Damn, you moving like Putin and shit. All right. And the last question. If you could go back in time or forward in time, what would be something that you would want to do or undo history-wise? But going forward, something that you can do that's going to change history, should I say. And if you're going back, something that you can change that change the present. That you can undo that change the present.
I say bottling up my emotions is my biggest flaw. I don't ever express myself, but I always just build up to a breaking point, and that's a bad habit to have. I lashed out on my mom, and I regret it. It was something I should have never done. I wish I could change it every day.
Right.
And you gotta learn to stop bottling up my emotions and speak to people. That's my main thing.
Right. Okay, so you just feel like you just more of a shy, laid back dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you get that from your pops, man. You know, anybody that would hustle with me, you know, I was always in my own world. You know what I mean? So I respect that. All right, man. That was rapid five. All right, you did good, man. All right, man. So, you being my son, right? We had a rocky, you know, a rocky go at this, man. You know what I mean? I could say it's my fault. I'm always gonna take responsibility. I'm always gonna put everything on my shoulders. You know what I mean? Because I'm the father. You know what I mean? I just want to know, like, how do you view everything, and how do you view, like, the way things went? You know, your growing up. You know what I mean? Do you feel like, you know, I abandoned you? Do you feel, you know what I mean, that I wasn't there to protect you? You know, like, how do you feel about that, the situation, like, you're growing up? You know what I mean? Because, you know, for the people that don't know, you know, like, I've been, like, not by choice. My kids were, you know, away from me for like a good 10 years straight. You know, nothing consistent. So, you know, how you feel about that, man? How do you feel?
I don't feel like 100% of it is definitely not true. I feel like growing up, mom pushed away a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. The way she viewed things, not everybody viewed the same way. Somebody could say something wrong to her, and she'd be like enemies with them forever. So, like, I feel like it's not 100% nobody's fault in the situation, because you tried. You did the best you could. She just kept pushing you away. That's how she was back then. Now, it's sort of the same way. Trying to show me different things that she doing nowadays, how they living now, trying to get me to come back. I'm not going for none of that. I already know how it is and how she is. I would say it's nobody's fault. It's just the way life goes. It flows and it stops. It's going to be a rocky road. You just got to keep going no matter what.
And I know you've been through a lot of things, man. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you picked up and moved here, picked up and moved there. You know what I mean? Never having really a stable situation for a long time. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're not here to bash your mom. You know what I mean? At one time, I loved your mom a lot, bro. Probably more than I love my damn self. You know what I mean? And your mom, she a human, man. You know what I mean? She been through a lot of things in her life too. You know what I mean? A lot of things that, you know, she found out later in her life that she didn't know how to, you know what I mean, deal with. You know what I mean? A lot of things that she had to harbor. You know what I mean? A lot of things that she can't talk about or express herself about. You know what I mean? So just know that I think she did the best job she could, you know, with her circumstances. And don't ever, you know, feel a way about your mother, man. Because at the end of the day, that's always your mother. And I always say these things. It's not the first time. It's always gonna be your mother. I'm always gonna get on your ass if you ever disrespect her. That shit ain't never gonna fly with me. At the end of the day, no matter what, you know, wrong she done, you know, how, you know, shit. She done broke my heart a few times, you know what I mean? Especially with y'all, you know what I mean? But, hey, grew up and move on, you here now, you been with me for a few years, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's my dog, man, you know? But I just want to let you know that I do feel bad that, you know, that I wasn't able to be there in your life growing up, man. Like I should have been. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that I wanted to instill in you growing up, you know, as you growing up, you know what I mean? And now we just trying to play catch up. And shit, you 18 years old now, man. You're a grown ass man now. You know what I mean? You got a job. You know what I mean? Now you handle it for now, finally. You handle your business.
Sure.
I respect that, man. You know, you making your pop proud, bro. You know, I love you and I respect that, man. All right. So I just kind of wanted to, you know, give the audience like a little quick, you know, synopsis breakdown of, you know, how, you know, your coming up was, man, and how I regret not being able to be there as much as I want to. You know, for you and your sister. Hey, baby, I love you, Layla. My princess. Ah. All right. Okay, so let's get into some topics, man. You just graduated, right?
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what school did you graduate from?
Jones High School.
Okay, we got another tiger in the family. You know what I'm saying? We represent like that. You know what I mean? How did the graduation go, man? How did you feel, bro?
It was nothing I could have imagined. Walking across that stage, seeing all them people, seeing my family wave at me, being so proud of me. I never felt nothing like that. Never thought I would. It was crazy. I don't think I'll ever experience something like that again. I wish I could have soaked it in more. It's a crazy feeling, man.
Man, trust me, man. You're gonna experience 10 times better than that, man. You got some mountains to climb, you know what I mean? You're gonna stand on top of the mountains, and bro, it's gonna be the best feeling at that time of your life. You know what I mean? You have way more to come. All right. So if you don't know, you know I'm a Jones alumni too. You know what I mean? He the third. My dad was a alumni, so this is the third generation. Jones High Tigers, baby. You feel me? Represent like that. Okay. I just want to like get your point of view, like because you know you're young, and I noticed with this generation, you know, it's a lot of followers.
Yeah.
It's a lot of followers.
A lot of them.
You know, it's a lot more young men killing each other. You know what I mean? It's a lot more young men. You know what I mean? That don't know how to be men. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. You know, everybody worried about being gangsters and thugs. And don't get me wrong, I went through my phase. That shit didn't last long. Locked my ass up. It's a wrap. I'm done. I'm a thuggin', baby. But what do you think is, you know, the reason why this generation is the way it is now, man? Do you think it's the music? What do you think it is?
Man, nowadays, just like, it's the situation that just happened at my job. Basically, it's this dude in there. He's not security because they fired our security because they got a little.
I seen him.
They got a little automatic security out there. It ain't stopping nothing. People stealing all throughout the day. So he found in there. He in there telling people stop doing that. You know, he doing the best he can. He just a normal civilian, just trying to stop people from stealing. So one day, some kids came in there, weren't supposed to be in there, stole some alcohol. He tried to stop them, chased after him. They told him they was gonna get him. Came back, jumped him. Very next day, he went in there.
Damn. Some jits?
Yeah, some kids. Crazy.
And what, they're still in liquor?
Still in liquor.
Damn. So he chased after them.
Chased after them,
Damn. So, like, what do you think, you know, all this aggression and all of this, you know, want to be thugs and gangsters, you know, what's the influence, man? Like, where do you think it come from?
It gotta be music. The music nowadays all about drugging, killing, stealing. That's all it is nowadays. Ain't no true music.
Right.
And everybody talking about it. You hear J. Cole and all his songs talking about how it needs to change and how he trying to like be the pedestal for everybody to be on. But no, everybody wants to rap about shooting and killing. It's just gonna be that way for a long time.
Yeah, think so?
Yeah.
A long time to come. You don't think it's gonna change no time soon?
No, I don't think so. Because the music's still going out and this kids like the next generation that's gonna be up after me.
Right.
They listening to it because their older siblings listening to it. They parents listening to it, and they are praising it.
Right.
They're not making it seem like it's bad. They're not setting a good example.
Right. All right. I definitely feel it's definitely the music. You know, but they've been trying to, you know, you don't really know, but like even my generation before that, they always want to put the music before everything. You know, but at the end of the day, it's all about having parents and, you know, somebody that you could look at, a positive influence. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't want everything to be blamed on music. Because at the end of the day, music is just music. It's just art.
It's true.
half of the people that's making the music, they're not even doing the stuff that they say they're doing. You know, at the end of the day, you got to be able to separate, you know, reality and satire. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, shit, you don't watch a million movies of people getting killed, and
That's true. Yeah, that is
you know what I mean. And at the end of the day, like that's how you have to train your kids to take in the music. It's all good. It don't matter what they say, but just know, you know what I mean. This is not real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean. You can't. If you do this shit, your ass gonna be dead or in prison, getting on all these fucking drugs. The drugs, that's another thing.
Yeah.
All these fucking pills y'all fucking popping nowadays. Boy,
Yeah, that too.
these motherfuckers, them pills have these kids wigging the fuck out.
Crazy.
Tripping. You know what I mean? Then when they go to prison and they sober, they want to cry now. Oh, don't cry now. Don't cry. If you want to cry when you're hanging out the window with that motherfucking chopper.
There you go. Right there.
Don't cry, bro. Nobody don't care, and don't tell on no fucking body. You put yourself in that situation. You wanted to be out there when you was fucking all the females that like the gangster dudes, and you was making your fast money every day. You know what I mean? Hey, take your time. Take whatever, all your charges, whatever come with it. You gotta accept that, young man. That's one thing about it. And anybody gonna tell you that. If your OGs they tell you that, hey, shut the fuck up and take your charges, man. Anybody did it. Anybody forced you. Anybody put a gun in your head. Just go sit your ass down somewhere, man. If it's life is whatever, shit. I got a uncle that's my fucking age. Right now, he doing life, man. When he made a mistake when he was like 14, 15 years old. This man still out of to this day. He ain't never gonna see the light of fucking day. Maybe when he in his fucking 60s and 70s, man. You know what I mean? I don't even think he even got children or nothing. I mean, like, especially in Georgia, man, like, we got a curse, like, on the men in our family in Georgia, man. Everybody go to the chain gang, man. You know what I mean? And I try to go that way, but I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't for me. At the end of the day, man, I had you know what I mean, when I was 19, you know what I mean? So I had to, you know, say fuck it and grow the fuck up. Go get me a motherfucking job. I always had a job, you know. I kind of swayed off. I sold my little weed here, try to sell a little coke here, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? That shit wasn't for me, man. But at the end of the day, with these kids, I think the main thing is the parents being in their life, you know what I mean, actually caring. And it's hard because parents have to go to work. They have to provide. So it's hard for them to be around, especially if they're a single parent. Because more than half the time, they probably gonna be at work. What your kids doing? They soaking them information. They walking to the store, they seeing this, they seeing that, they being influenced. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just think you just gotta pay more attention to our children. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be a father one day, man. Hopefully no time soon, because I've already been a damn granddaddy. I don't give a fuck how great I get. At least, give me 45. Give me 45. When I turn 45, you'll be what? 25. No, you'll be 23, 24. I could rock with that. 23, 24, I'm good. I'm 45. I mean, I could live with that, man. You too, Layla. 30 for you. 30. 30. Shit. But let's keep it rolling, man. Okay, like I said, I just want to like dig into the mind of the youngsters, man. You went to Jones, like you said, right? And you definitely see a lot of kids, like we were talking about, you know what I mean, that, you know, that be influenced by shit like that. And one of the things that I'm most proud of you, I said this maybe a couple of birthdays ago, is that you're your own man, bro. You don't let nobody influence you. You don't matter what they think about you. You stay in your lane. You do what you like. Mind your business. Handle your business. And I respect that, man. I respect that. I'm very proud of you, man. I'm very proud of you. You don't know, like, that's like my proudest, you know, moment of my life, man. Just watching you grow to a man that wants to be you. You know, that's how Pops taught me, man. Be a leader. You know what I mean? Don't follow the crowd. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud of you with that, man. Like, what do you think? Like, what are some of the things that you think made you like that? Made you like the way you are?
Well, I felt like growing up, I was always different. Everybody wanted to like follow the next big thing, the next trend that was going on.
That's just it.
Me, I just wanted to like, if I found something I like doing, I would keep doing it. If everybody said, "Oh, that's weird," And I like doing it. It's me doing it, not you. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I like. It don't affect me at all. No. If I like it, I'm gonna do it. Sure.
I respect that, man. Like I said, that's my shining moment with you, man. I appreciate that. Okay, we were talking about snitching and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what you think about this YSL situation, man? Like, what happened with Thug and Gunner, and now everybody trying to, get Gunner canceled. Like, how do you feel about the situation?
Man, we done seen it happen a million times now. It ain't the first time it's gonna happen. It just keeps on coming. Like, I feel like if you want to get in there and do all this game banging and shooting, and when it comes to like doing a hard time, like the repercussions, and you can't handle it, you shouldn't be in there like from the get go. Right. But some people just like they get caught up in the fame, the money, the girls, right. And when it come to bite them, they just want to get out of it as soon as they can. It's like it's too late for that now. Right. So like the only thing they're gonna do, they're gonna rat out their friends. It's the first thing that they do.
First thing they do. But hey, give us 1 second. We'll be right back.
And we're back. We started without the mics. Sorry guys, but hopefully you can still hear us well. We had to take a break, get the mics together, man. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. All right, son. Tell me, a little about, your rapping. When did that start? Did it start off as poetry? Where did that come from?
It definitely started off as poetry because I was always chasing after females. I said it from the get-go. So like, I saw that me growing up watching movies, watching shows, most of the ways that they would get females is either singing, writing letters to them, stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that myself. And I've always been kind of artistic. I like drawing, I like writing, something I like doing. Might as well put it into my passion, So me growing up, started writing poetry. Girls like this. I'm like, oh yeah, might as well keep doing this. Got like my first girlfriend off the poetry. So I'm like, gotta keep it going.
What's her name? So we shout out.
Ava.
Dude, you want to shout out? She shout out. What's up, Ava? You already shot it now, baby. But yeah, man. Okay. So you were an artistic guy.
Sure.
So you was actually getting girls off poetry.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the poetry that you got Ava with? Just give me a little piece of it.
Give me
a little piece.
Ooh, that's gonna be a little hard to remember. That was back in like I think elementary school.
God damn.
Yeah.
You was trying to write poetry in elementary.
Yeah, it was a while back. I'm trying to tell you.
So I know it was trash.
It was definitely some trash. It was like roses are red, violets are blue. I can't imagine my life being without you. Something like that.
So you stole somebody else's shit.
Definitely.
That's somebody else's shit, bro.
Definitely. No. Back in the day, it was mainly we was all in class writing assignments like roses are red, violets are blue. It was all simple stuff back then. I ain't get into really in my bag with the poetry till like middle school. Then I was in there actually writing my stuff, getting my own stuff.
Right. Okay. All right. That's dope. All right, little Deuce. When did you start rapping? Put the poetry into music.
I think that was, I'd say I give it like right before and into freshman year. We would always either be in the cafeteria or in the art room. We was freestyling. So I'm like, you know what? They over there freestyling. I'm like, I might as well get in. I might as well. It don't seem too hard to do. So I got in. My freestyle might have been like trash right then because I was first starting, but it was fun. Everybody was like, okay. It was a vibe. Everybody was doing it.
Okay. All right. So you started freestyling in the lunchroom. Like that's like every rapper. That's like every rapper says that, bro. And so it must be true, bro.
It
must be true. The beating on the table.
Yeah.
Jumping the cipher. Okay, that's cool. So what can we, look forward to any kind of project from you, bro? When are you gonna, sit some time aside, you know what I mean, and give us like at least an EP?
I feel like, cause with these, now that I'm making my own money, income coming in,
right.
Like my first biggest purchase, other than like this scooter I want to get, so I can get to work back and forth, not relying on everybody. It's gonna have to be like a computer, cause the computer I can edit all my music together, chop, screw everything. I already got the mic ready. The only thing I need is my own computer. Once I get that set up, I feel like I'd be more confident putting in the effort.
Yeah, he want a scooter, guys, but his job ain't even a damn mile away. It's like a quarter mile.
Hey.
but he want a scooter to get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Let's walk, you know what I mean? Get a little ginger, walk in / exercise. You know what I mean? That's how we rocking, man. But that's neither here nor there. So okay, so all right, so we should look forward to a project whenever you get all your equipment right.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay. You got a name for it?
A name for the EP?
Yeah. Or mixtape, however you want to do it.
Trials of Deuce. Yeah, I like that.
Trials of Deuce.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Look out for that TOD, man. Trials of Deuce. Coming soon, man. Hopefully sooner than later. I mean, we'll get him motivated, man. People saying this, hopefully it motivate him, you know what I mean, to get the wheels turning.
For sure.
You know what I mean? All right, man. Bro, you had a crazy little life, man.
For sure.
You've been through a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
You went through a crazy little life, bro. I remember one situation where you ran away.
Oh, man.
And you was trying to get down here to Florida, man.
Yeah.
What the hell was going through your mind then, man? Please talk to me.
It felt like everything that I've been through is like I ain't got no good memories, man. Right. Being down there, I have no good memories in Virginia. Mm-hmm. Every time I think about that house, it would just be something bad that happened. Mm-hmm. Nothing really good happened there. Only thing I got maybe some friends, but that's it. So like, got to my break point. I just wanted to escape. I wanted to get away. And the way my mom was treating me, the way things was going, I just wanted to get away.
And how old were you then?
I was like, maybe 15, 16?
Hell no. You got here when you were 15, 16. Bro, you was like 13. You was like 13. You were like 12, 13.
Hey,
12,
man.
13, bro.
Really?
Right. He trying to get to the goddamn Greyhound.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, thank God my cousin was up there. And, she was able to come pick him up. You know what I mean? But this little dude called me like, oh, I ran away. Come down to you at. Like, what the hell? Like, all right. So, of course, I'm going to guide him and, talk to him, you know what I mean? Give him, the best advice I can give him, to make sure he's safe out there. Because at the end of the day, he still was a boy. You know what I mean? If you feel comfortable, give us some things that, you've been through on your journey coming of age. You know what I mean? That, kind of threw you off a little bit.
As they would put it back then, toughening me up, as they would say.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to throw no names out there, but people, me growing up, they wanted me, I guess they saw me as like too feminine-ish, or I just wasn't like how they were back then. They were growing up, sports, all that kind of stuff, fighting. And I wasn't into none of that. I was always back there drawing or playing a game or watching TV. And they saw it as like, I don't know, girlish. So they thought toughening me up would change me. And the way they went about doing it, I didn't go with none of that, man. Like punching me or trying to teach me how to box, like hitting me, getting bruises, like getting beaten up. They put me through the ringer, man. To all the toughen me up, as they would say. None of that missed work. It just made me like messed up in the head growing up. Like I had to get away. I had to get out any chance I could. I just felt like it was torture.
Man, bro, you've been through a lot, man. I remember, because when I left, the reason, I wasn't there is because, what I mean? Of course, your mom got pregnant by another guy.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So, I lied to her. I mean, I knew the kid wasn't mine, but I lied to her like, hey, I'm gonna move out of Vegas. I'm gonna get set up and I'm gonna send for you and the kids. So I made her buy my plane ticket to Vegas, and I just never came back, and I never sent for her. But I always try to stay in contact with y'all. I always try to send y'all things, when I could. You know what I mean? I just want you to know that I never forgot about you, and I never stopped fighting for y'all, man. You know what I mean? It was selfish of me, you know what I mean, to be gone for that long, because I was out there for like 4 years, man. And, I do feel guilty about that. I mean, just keeping it real, man. Like, But I definitely, you know, if your mom would have sent it to me, I would have been more than happy. Like I asked her multiple times, you know, when she wasn't doing well on her feet. Man, just send the babies to me, man. You know, I got them, you know. But you know, mothers don't want to feel like they, you know, fail their children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a different thing when it comes to mothers. So don't just feel like your mother just drug you through all of these things, man. She's doing the best she could just to keep a roof over y'all head.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And she had to just deal with certain things and let certain things go and have a blind eye to certain things because that wasn't her roof that she was under, man.
That's true.
She ain't have nothing if, you know, this dude, you know, would, you know, I don't want to get into all their business. I don't give a fuck about it. Ain't none of my business. But, you know what I mean? If this dude, you know, say, hey, get the fuck out, she ain't have nowhere to go.
That's true.
So, you know, just give your mom a little grace, man. It ain't right. But, you know, give her a little grace, man. And you always been like just like me, man. You like my little twin, bro. Cause you know, I always been, you know, the same way. You know, I used to always like to draw and be into my shit. Like I used to even be a gamer back in the day when the games was fucking easy. That shit's fucking hard now. So I say fuck that shit. Cause I hate losing.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, like you always been like a hypersensitive guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since you was a kid. Like, bro, I remember like your mom calling me when I was in Vegas, telling me like you need to see a psychiatrist, and you know, you feel like you wanted to kill yourself, man. Bro, you at that time you wasn't nothing, you was still in the single digits, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You literally been through a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she calling me like, bro, like you had to go get vaporized, right? You had to go and they had to put you in the dark room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All of that, man. You went through a lot of shit, man.
I remember that. Crazy, man.
You know what I mean? But look, you made it through.
Definitely.
Made it through the other side. You let that shit break you, man.
Sure.
Can't nothing break you. That's what I always want you to know and always have on the back of your mind. No matter what you're doing, don't ever give up, and can't nobody fucking break you. You would have been broke if you could have been broken.
Mm.
I'm proud of you, bro. You know what I mean? All the shit you've been through, I'm proud of the young man you grew up into, because like usually hurt people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People that get abused, they become abusers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people that grow up and got abused, you know, they grow up and they the ones that pick on the weak people. They the ones that, you know what I mean, maybe even turn into killers and, you know what I mean, lose their mind in a way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you were that strong mentally, you know, to stay yourself. You was that strong mentally to not let it break you, man. And you got to give yourself credit and see that for what it is, man. You strong, man. You strong-minded, and you can apply that to anything in life. Anything you want to do, you strong enough to do it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's all I want you to know. Like whatever you want to do, you want to be a ladies' man, you can do that. You know what I mean? You want to be the buff nigga, you can do that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You want to be the artist, you want to do that. You want to go to the military, like okay. Matter of fact, let's start there. Okay, you just like we said before, you recently graduated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What do you think you want to? What do you want to do for the rest of your life, man? Like just now, because it's gonna change. But right now, in the moment, what would you want to do for the rest of your life?
Think long and hard on it. Which branch? I want to go to the military. I already know that was set for a while now. Military, that's been in aviation. It still involved military. I already knew what I wanted to do.
Right.
Since freshman year, I already knew what I wanted to do when I get out of school. Now, finally, it's settling down on the branch. I think it's gonna have to be the Navy, man. That's where I'm gonna have to go. Seemed like the best choice for me. That's gonna be my long life career. I can see it, man. It's way too many benefits, way too many things that come from it that can make me a better person overall. Right. To pass up on it, so it's something I gotta do.
So you read up on it, and
yes, sir.
That's the one you like the most.
Yes, sir.
The Navy. Okay, that's what Sweet at, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's up, Paris? We love you, cuz. Love you, little baby. Okay, so the Navy. Like, what would you see? Have you looked into any jobs? Like, you know what kind of job that you want to do in the Navy?
Mainly, it's between two separate things. It's going to be infantry, or
hold on. What's the infantry?
Infantry is like a soldier. Yeah.
So you want to be a soldier.
They're the main ones that get trained, which is I feel like I need discipline. That's gonna be my main thing. Discipline is gonna change me for the better.
So that's why you talking about the damn Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah, we not doing the fucking Marines.
Nah.
Yeah. This nigga wanted. Oh, he want to be a Marine. Like, bro, do you know what's going to be a Marine, man? Yeah, bro, you got to swim to the bottom of the ocean and come back up without taking a breath. That type of shit, man. You know what I mean? But you know, I hear you with the discipline part. But at the end of the day, discipline starts from you. You know what I mean? If you're not a disciplined person, like naturally, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, it's steps you could take. You know what I mean? Like all discipline is basically consistency. You know what I mean? Staying consistent. You know what I mean? Even when you don't want to be consistent. That's the, you know, pretty much the definition of discipline. And you should definitely start that now. You know what I mean? You started out pretty good, you know, but you have little patches of where you know, you'll be doing good for like a week, 2 weeks. You'll take a week off and then damn, a week turn to a goddamn month. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying is just, you know, start, you know, disciplining your mind and training your mind to be disciplined now. Because when you get there, it ain't just something you can turn on, bro. So, all right, so, okay, I'm gonna have a sailor. All right, man, I can rock with that. You know what I mean? The main thing about that is, like, you're gonna be in that water, you're gonna, you know, travel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be all the way over to Japan, you know, Italy, you know, all kind of places, man. And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we from a small town. You know what I mean? You from Virginia now, but whatever. You know, we from small town. So, you know, like the main thing about being from a small town is, you know, not being cultured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not, you know, trying different foods, you know what I mean? Being accepted to different people and races and cultures. You know what I mean? Because, like, a lot of this shit is good as fuck, man. And different cultures have things, you know, in their culture that, you know what I mean, that's dope as hell, that you could, you know, piece and put in your culture, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. So being cultured and seeing things, that's some dope shit, man. You know what I mean? Just like I said, going to Vegas wasn't, you know, it was one of, you know, I don't want to say it's a mistake, man, but I definitely regretted, you know, being away from me and your sister. But I definitely, you know, got a lot of culture, man, you know, being out there. I seen all kind of different cultures and, you know what I mean, and ways of living, you know what I mean, you know, seeing life a little bit faster, even though, you know, I am, you know, a half city boy. You know, I used to be back and forth from Orlando to Hinesville, you know what I mean, Hook City my whole life, you know what I mean? So I always got a little bit of both, you know what I mean? But definitely traveling, getting cultured, man, that's gonna help you out a lot in life, man, because you never know who you're gonna come across, you know what I mean, or have to network with that's from another culture. You know what I mean? That can help you, you know, in the long run, building your empire or, you know, whatever you wanna stamp your name on, or, you know, seal, you know what I mean, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean, for your legacy. You know what I mean? You might, you know, you never know what culture they can be from, what color they are.
Yeah.
So just like you said, you know what I mean, with your, we were talking about governing your nation, you know what I mean, that's how you got to be in life, man. Even if, you know what I mean, you're going to have those people that don't want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
We know what demographic that is. We know what demographic that is.
Definitely.
But at the end of the day, you can't let that, you know what I mean, stop you. Like you said, consistency, determination, you know what I mean, all of that stuff, man. You know, you gotta have that at all times, man. And you gotta be unbreakable like you are. All the shit you've been through, it ain't broke you yet, man. Can't shit break you, kid. So, you know, just always keep that in the back of your mind, man. Even when you, because at the snap of a finger, bro, you're gonna be in the Navy. You're gonna be out there on your own, man. You're gonna be, you know, across seas somewhere, man. And it's gonna go by fast. You know what I mean? I just want you to, you know what I mean, get a little bit of this work life, you know what I mean? You know, a little bit of this responsibility, because you're gonna need that as well. You're gonna make money. You're gonna have to have your own, you're gonna get your own house, car. You gotta know how to, you know what I mean, manage all that stuff. You know what I mean? So you definitely gotta, you know, money management, credit building, all that shit is important, man. You know, they say cash is king, but shit, I think credit is king. Like, I'm just being honest, man. You can't do shit without credit. So, all right, bro, I love you.
sure.
I just want to let you know I'm proud of you, man, and don't let nothing hold you back, man.
Yes, sir.
Is there any questions you got for me? I've been doing all the question asking, man. Anything you want to ask me, or ever wanted to ask me, don't matter what it is.
Matter? I gotta know.
Keep it 100, man.
Strong. I don't know how you just push forward, no matter like things be looking like down in the dirt. Like it's stuck somewhere. There's a wall blocking you. You just keep pushing forward. I don't see how you do it. I wish I knew. It's just like, I don't know how to put it. It's like a shield, and it just don't break. No matter like, just like when we was driving to get this mattress, it was raining. You was getting frustrated, but you still made sure you got the job done. It's crazy to me how someone can be able to just push through everything, sickness or hurting, still feel responsibility. Like, I still gotta go provide. I still gotta go get out there. How do you build up that mentality?
Not having a choice.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Why would I just stand there and watch everything crumble?
Yeah.
Instead of picking up the bricks and putting them back where they go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's really, I have no choice, man. At the end of the day, I'm your example. You know what I mean? You see me get up and go handle my business every day. Like, I'm glad that you get to see that, man, because that's what you're gonna have to do. Like, even when you don't want to do it, you got to do it, man, because you're gonna have a family one day. You're gonna have a son or a daughter one day, and you're gonna be their example. So, just think about that. At the end of the day, just keep going. Just keep going, man. That's it. I mean, it ain't like I got a choice, man. I'm not gonna be one of the bums on the street ask for money, bro. I don't like asking people for shit as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just my mentality, and I guess, that comes a little bit from my mom and my dad. Them being my examples. Seeing my mom go out there and get it, being a single parent. You know what I mean? Seeing my dad, you know what I mean, get up 12 o'clock. It don't matter, bro. Like, this dude literally works all year and just takes a long ass vacation at the end of the year.
Mm.
Like, damn near no days off most of the damn year. That shit wear and tear on his body, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't always in the best of health. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean, women live longer than men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of the main things, just the wear and tear on our bodies. You know what I mean? We the stronger ones, we the providers, we the ones that gotta get up there and go get it. We the ones that gotta protect the household. You know what I mean? So always keep those values in you, man. Cause you know what I mean? You got examples. You ain't got no excuse. You're not like none of these legits that, oh, I ain't never had a dad and blah, 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 bullshit. You ain't gotta have a dad. You had examples in your family.
Yes, sir.
You just thought it was lame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's really never an excuse, man. You know what right is, you know what wrong is, man. That's all I wanted you to know. You know what I mean? Anything else you want to ask the kid?
Hmm. Composure. That's another big thing right there.
Shit,
I don't know how you say something.
Shit, I'm working on that.
Composure.
Oh my God. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, one thing about, you know what I mean, your emotions is, especially with people, I've been working on that. Like, I started that, I'd say in my mid-20s probably.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Not letting people control my emotions, especially when it's just words.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You put your hands on me, you know what I mean? That's different. But at the end of the day, you should never give someone that much control over you to let them control your emotions, how you feel, how you react. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's probably just somebody that's miserable that wants you to be in misery with them. Just like we said, hurt people hurt people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they want to bring you down to their level. You know what I mean? Obviously, they see a light in you. You know what I mean? That they don't got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they want to pull you in their darkness. So, just always think about, don't let nobody get out of character. Even though you was fighting in the, I might insert that fight. You was fighting in the goddamn bathroom. You know what I mean? But I always told you, handle your business, man. If you feel super played and Man, you feel like you need to handle your business at the end of the day. Don't let nobody run over you. None of that. We don't do none of that bullshit. So I did give you, the green light. Put the pause on a nigga. You know what I mean? Even though I might put it on there, man. But hey man, it's been another episode of Up to Something. I just want to give y'all a little taste. You know what I mean? Introduce my son Deuce. You know what I mean? It's Sunday on a Sunday. You feel me?
Nah, that was good.
But it's all good. We'll keep it rolling, man. But hey, we love y'all, man. And from time to time, we gonna keep dropping, man. This, you know what I mean? This gonna last for an infinite amount of time, baby. This Space Age podcasting, baby. We out this batch.
Up to Something podcast. U2S Media.
He needs some milk.
What up? Welcome back to the.
Big grandma.
I'm gonna make sure she be heard. Hey, we back. Welcome back to the Up to Something. Hey, we back. Everybody. Today, man. Introduce yourself, man. Let these people know who you is, bro.
Hey, hold on. hold on. We gotta rehearse this. I don't know.
We know.
Cut it.
You ever been bold in Facebook?
No.
That shit don't feel good, bro. 1, 2, 3. Hey, welcome back. We back. The Up to Something podcast. I'm your host, Bill Bixby, aka King Ralph the First. I want to give a shout out to my brothers, Trapper the God and Trap.tz. Trapper the God out here traveling the U.S. somewhere. I think he up there in Maine now. He out there doing his thing, man. Shout out to my brothers, man. Trap.tz, aka, damn, it's throwing me off doing both.